So a religious person must make their character their priority and improve in areas where they are weak in. Wallahi, brothers and sisters, as I told you, I've seen many amazing people who fear Allah of the most impeccable character that you will think that, is there a hidden paradise on earth with paradise people there? Most amazing, wallahi. And in saying that, in today's time, there are some people who appear religious, even though I would expect that they are only a minority. But with the growing social media, they pop up a lot. But you know, you've got 7 billion people around the world or so. You're going to see a lot of them popping up because we live in a hub now in social media, right? Sometimes any talk you see or any place they go or anyone who posts something, they just pop up out of their cave and they start going, only because they can. And you know, we say that whoever doesn't hold accountability for their actions, that's where you really know their character. What will you do? If you have access to something and you can do whatever you want, how would you act if you're not accountable? So these types of people, and I'm going to talk about both, by the way, those who are religious and those who are not, they both have something to learn, inshallah, and we learn for ourselves. So in this day and age, even though I assume they are a minority, some of those who act religious on the outside have unfortunately given a wrong image of Islam and the wrong image of the honest practicing people to the general public and to the masses by their practices that have become, known, such as you might find a religious person who is just constantly lying, manipulating, evading, breaking appointments. These are common in some religious people who are not monitoring their character. Misappropriating funds and corrupt portfolio management, sneaky in financial dealings, competitive with money, and they ask questions about other people's income. Why? To judge them or to compete with them. How much does the sheikh earn? How much does this charity of so-and-so is pocketing money? So-and-so using religion to make money. Allah, I find that you'll find most often it's them. It's them who are doing that. But to just jump to these conclusions with no evidence and just talk about everyone like that, Allahi, this is something that some people should really monitor themselves and judge themselves a little bit more. Is their iman really in the right place? And then they you've got to call it out. Call it out with what? You haven't even, it's not even substantiated. You're just going on, you've seen a couple of clips, you've heard a couple of things, you don't even know the person, you've just gone out to call them a corrupted, dirty person. Many, many times we get it wrong.